folks, welcome to another episode of 4x4 Viewfinder, and today on this third episode we are going to be replacing the serpentine belt on our Fortuner. And this is a Toyota acquired one, which means it's the right one, which means there shouldn't be any issues. And I can give you the serial numbers and stuff on all these things that I've bought, but it is unnecessary. As I said, you can go straight to Toyota and you just tell them, give them your VIN number, you give them all the details they require for identifying your vehicle, and then you tell them your kilometers, and then they'll tell you exactly what you need to service on that specific range. Alright, so yeah, now there's a number of things that I've basically learned with regards to changing the serpentine belt. There's lots of ways to access the serpentine belt, from the bottom, from the top, and slightly from the side. But I'm going to do something different. It requires slightly more work, but it's a lot easier to do. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the air filter. When the air filter is out the way, it will be so much easier for you to replace the serpentine belt. Otherwise, there's ways to do it from the bottom, and if you've got the right tools and stuff, you've got a long 14mm spanner, you can make it easy as well. But yeah, short and long, all we need is 14mm socket and power bar and extended spanner, and that's basically that. And I'll show you. It's going to be hard to show you exactly how it looks on the inside because yeah, it's a bit tight in there, but I'll do my best and hopefully this helps you. Alright, let's get stuck in. Alright folks, so simple to do. You just remove your MAF sensor plug. Then this is a 12mm bolts that should come off. There are 3 of them. About this guy as well. I need to remove this guy. Hopefully, yes, there we go. So we can remove the main air filter pipe or the air intake. It's going to be fun. Alright, and that's done. You switch back to your 14mm. This is a 10mm, by the way. There you go. Go. Right, let's loosen this by hand. Yeah, you'll see now why removing the air filter, even though it's slightly a bit of a hassle, just changes the amount of time it takes you to do and the amount of extra work you need to do in order to change the belt. Because like I said, there's lots of videos out there how to do it, but it involves a bit more of a complicated setup. Alright folks, so this is the best angle I can get you. See, we've removed the box. Alright, now when you look down here, you can see here's your water pump and so on, and here's your idler pulley. This guy down here, that is your tensioner pulley. If you can see like there. Alright, and here's another idler and so on. And then here's your Dungus pump. But what we're going to do is, you're going to put your 14mm socket on there with your slight extension, and look what happens when I pull this guy up. You see there? It releases the tension. Now, being alone, I won't be able to show you exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the camera at the most advantageous spot for you guys. But then basically with the one arm, you pull on the lever, and it releases the tension, and then you take the serpentine belt off, the old one. Yeah, and then we'll get on to the next stage. Right, so give it a bash. There we go. Now we just take this guy off. Right, now it's not extremely complicated on how it goes back. There's no real issue with that. Basically from here you're just going to take it around the fan, and yeah, okay, so I'm going to catch you on the flip side, guys. But yeah, you take it around the fan and take it out and put the new one on. I just need to get the socket out quickly. Alright, then we'll put on the new one. Alright folks, this is the old one. Look there. When it gets to that point, it's done. Alright. Okay. Alright, now what I want to show you is why I say it's not so complicated to put it back. So you see these lines, right? And you see this is a clear face on this idler pulley. That means the inside runs on this and the outside runs on that. So all you have to do is when you put it back is put it according to that. So if it goes over here, you make it so the those V's are running on the inside, and under and over and under and over and under, and then Bob's your uncle. Sorted. So, but I'll show you just now. Right folks, so here comes the fun part. You have to put it around the fan belt, after the fan. And you'll notice that this belt is a way more stiffer than your old one. Sorry for obscuring the view. But let's get this right. So while we put this over, like I said, see the V's on the inside, over. Okay, this needs to come around the fan on that side. Sorry guys. Right folks, so after a bit of a struggle, I finally got it sorted. So basically what you do is, so this guy here is your tensioner pulley, and that guy here, if I got it right, is an idler pulley. Right, so the easiest way to get this guy on is over this idler pulley. So you route it everywhere else, you route it fine. So you route it under this pulley, over that one, over the crank, and under the idler pulley, and then straight up from your alternator, which is down there, up here to this guy. Then you stand on this side of the vehicle with your arm in, both arms in that side, and then what you do is with your one arm you release the tension on the idler pulley, and with your other hand you force it over this guy. That's the only way you're going to get it right. I tried from the top now over this. I've tried it on all the other pulleys, but that's that guy there, that is your best bet. That went the quickest. All right. So yeah, folks, that's it. After you've installed everything else, your air filter box and everything, then you're ready for a way. So yeah, join us again next week. We're going to be doing the pollen filter on the inside, and yeah, I'm quite curious to see what that looks like, because I don't think this has ever been done on this vehicle. So that's going to be fun. All right. But yeah, until next week, folks, happy motoring and happy 4x4ing.